difference between our organization and the other organizations is when you walk into the other organization, it's more about targeting which intake do you really want to go for and what should be my GRE and can I go to the US. But we here are not called managers, even though despite me having a portfolio of being a branch manager, we all advisors here. We kind of go into an intensive research the moment the student walks in, right from the career counseling perspective, which is more related to US, not any other country. And then, of course, research material on how to write an essay, how to write an SOP. Even if they're not members of the organization, they have an access to a library which is very rich. The money completely comes from Washington, D.C. State Department. Their priority is to have a very, very, a library resource which gives you an in and out, even if the advisor is not there, in and out as to how to follow a process. And after that, we have like books on GRE, GMATs, all those tests which are prerequisite for the US. The library is well equipped. Then we have a lab which is a 15-seater lab. And this lab, every student who walks in, everybody who walks into the organization has an entitlement to go and have access to the lab, but confined to the research work that they're doing for the US universities. And the main part is the shortlisting of the universities, which is an intensive research pattern, because we have to look at the course that the child wants to do, the specialization the student wishes to do, the budget that he has in mind, that he's not taxing his parents too much, something that is affordable, something that doesn't bog him down when he's in the United States, looking at whether he qualifies for a loan or not, looking at whether his parents would be able to pay his 2 years of fee and living, discouraging them that they're not allowed to work outside the campus, so they have to meet their resources right here, targeting the right university based on the GRE breakup of quant, verbal, AWA, and if it's an undergrad child, the SATs, their grades, if they had any ATKTs or backlogs, what you call. So everything that a student, does he have a geographical location preference because he has his relatives there, or because he's suffering from certain chronic diseases which doesn't allow him to be in certain zones where it could get, a little more hyper. So we put everything together, and that's the most intense research that we do. And then we finally boil down to the right universities, where then advisors check his application every step of the way, right from career counseling to providing the material to test series, is intensive research based till finally they apply. And the statement of purpose is edited, not written by us, where we make sure that the child has truly been able to bring out what is best in him so that he can sell himself through by virtue of an SOP.